home. Now, if your child turns out bad, it affects the home. If your child turns out good, it also affects the home positively. If they turn out bad, it affects the home negatively. And if they turn out good, it affects the home positively. So here it says moral values among youth are crucial for the development and the well-being of the society. Essential values include honesty, respect, responsibility, fairness, empathy, and integrity. These values contribute to positive relationship, supportive environment, and help prepare young people for responsible adulthood. Now, like I said, we're not talking about values. We're talking about morals. So that's it. I'll just hold on there. Then I'll introduce my guest. Together, we're going to talk about the morals of the youth, good morals of amongst the youth. Now, if a youth, like I said, has good morals, it affects the society positively. But if a youth turn out bad, it affects the society negatively. We're going to go on a very quick break, and when we return, I'll be unveiling my guests for today, and together we'll deal with this topic. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Remember, this is Family Pride. You're welcome back. So, I just unveiled my guest. I didn't hide him, or did I hide him? No. So let's join me as I welcome Wisdom. Oh, okay. He likes to be called Weasel Sack. All right, so let's go by that name, Weasel Sack.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, like should I say 2 years ago? We were here.
Wizzy came on one of the topics,
Yeah.
and then he disappeared. He came and he blew everybody away, and then he disappeared. But I had to get him back again. All right, good to have you, Weasel Sack. So, back to the topic.
Yeah.
And if you're just joining, this is Family Pride, and we are talking about morals amongst youth. And permit me to say good morals, not just morals, but good morals. Now, Wizzy, when we talk about morals among youth, good one, what are we looking at from your own opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are we looking at? How would you classify good morals among you? What would you say it is? What is moral? Yes. What is moral?
Well, first of all, morals can be defined as that act of that sense of reasoning. Sense of reasoning. And when you talk about the good morals, they talk about good morals like understanding, love, and
honesty, respect.
Honesty, and and also sense of dressing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good morals. Those are among good morals, and we have a whole lot of them. But in recent times, when you look at our different societies, you realize that there have been some kind of changes, in all of these things.
Yeah.
Our youths in recent times have tried to twist some of these things, bringing up some kind of mentality that should I say questionable. Yes, because right now many of them want to bring up some kind of mindset, are coming up with some kind of mindset that are some kind of reasoning. Let me just use that word.
Yeah.
Because when you look at many of them right now, you look at the sense of the style of dressing. You wonder.
Terrible.
You wonder. There are some dressing you put on when you're at home. There are some dresses you put on to go outside. Now, when you're going outside, it is expected that you cover your body very well. But right now, in recent times, what we see right now is many people, dressing some kind of ways. Young people dressing some kind of ways, and when you're trying to correct them, they tell you that we're living in the 21st century.
Yeah, the Gen Z.
Yeah, the Gen Zs. We're living in the 21st century. These things are no longer. We're no longer living in the 90s and in the 18th centuries or 19th centuries. Right now, things have turned apart. But when you want to change, you change for good.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
When you want to change, it is expected that you change for good, not just for bad. Okay. You don't just change because you see some people, doing some kind of crazy things, and for that you just want to join them.
You want to join them, yes.
Some of them will tell you that, when you go to America, you go to London, you go to, all those Western countries. Yeah, that's the way they dress. And nothing is, all of those things. But those things are not reasonable to me. You understand?
Okay.
You talk about that, you talk about the get rich quick syndrome. You understand? Many of them want to get money, want to have money. Having money is not an issue. We only
how you make the money.
How you make the money
matters. Yes.
During the time of our parents, they struggle to make money in a legit way. Although there is not all of them, anyways. You understand? Because everybody cannot be doing the same thing. But majority of them, struggle to make money in a legit way, struggle to do things in the right way. But right now, you see a boy of 16 years old telling you about how he wants to make 100 million.
And when the funny part is that when you ask these people to go get a job, they tell you how much are they going to pay me?
Yeah.
As I am, I can't work for 100,000 naira. How can I work for a whole month and you come and pay me 100,000 naira when I can get that 100,000 naira in a day?
Just imagine.
So that mindset alone has made them lazy, and they've shut their eyes towards legit business.
Yes, because in this life there's time for everything. You understand? When a young person at the age of 16 is trying to tell you that he wants to make money like 10 million, 100 million, like these are people that are supposed to be in secondary school or probably talking about how to get into the university. You understand? But right now, those things doesn't matter anymore to them. They see those things as wasting of time,
Yes.
and so they just get in there to make money, whether by hook or by crook. Most especially by crook. You know.
Even in our social media these days, you see students in primary school, secondary school. I saw one. I stumbled on one recently where the boy that's a secondary school boy.
Yeah.
He brought out packs of money,
That's the money.
and he proposed to his girlfriend still in secondary school. I don't understand what does a secondary school person
Knows about love.
know about marriage,
Marriage.
relationship self? What do they know? Huh? I am really glad to say when I was in secondary school, I didn't enter any relationship. If a boy comes to me, I run. If you see the way I run, and I run straight to my dad to tell my I run straight to my dad and I tell my dad, this guy said he likes me. This guy, and my dad he's always there, as in to in fact he bought all the fights for me. So I didn't have that mindset that as a young girl, pretty people, even girls, women, when they see me on the road, tell me, oh, you're pretty, you're pretty. It didn't enter my head or get into my head to say, okay, let me let myself loose. But these days, tell a little girl, oh, you're beautiful. You have caused war.
They will start, being all around you.
They will fly. Their wings they will spread the wings and they are ready to fly. I met one girl somewhere in a shop, and if you see the dress she showed the owner of the shop that she wanted to buy, the whole tummy was open. The only place covered was the bust. That's it.
Some don't even cover
just the bust. Just the bust. I did not say the chest.
Oh.
The chest open, just the bust, just that round stuff like this. That's the place. Would I even say the nipple? Those are the only place that was. If not for time, I would have put it on the screen. Just that place. Open. And I asked the girl, I don't understand. What are you wearing? And that girl is still in JS.
Oh.
JSS.
Oh my God. Junior secondary.
Yes.
Oh.
And I asked her, what exactly do you need this dress for? These are dresses that they wear to clubs. See, you said it when you were talking that when they go to the Western world, they want to behave like the Western world.
Yeah.
Now, in the Western world, most of them, the clothes they wear are things they wear either during summer because it's hot.
Yeah.
Or they wear to the clubs, to parties, night parties. But when you see them on the road, they wear their jean, they tuck in, as if they look very smart.
Yeah.
But now our people, I don't understand. You want to copy and you're copying the wrong thing.
They don't really know. They don't really have the knowledge of how all these things have been done.
Okay, look at that of the guys.
Yeah.
Sagging.
Yeah, sagging.
How did sagging come into existence? They have no idea. It was in the prison. They have no belt. Some of them, because of probably they were not eating or feeding fine, they grew slim. Their trousers were no longer on their waist. There was no belt to hold it, and then it pulled to their buttocks, and that's how sagging came out.
Yeah.
Before you know, musicians started using it on stage, and then our men took over.
They started using it.
They are now the saggers.
The one that has been done, I don't know if I'm going to call that one sagging, or should I say pulling off your dress? I don't know. Like when they're walking, they're holding their trousers. Yeah,
you're stressing yourself, holding your trousers.
Well, I don't understand. What does that mean? Like, how can you be holding your trousers while you're walking?
Okay, look at the governor of Niger State says any man seen with dreadlocks,
yes,
they should be arrested and treated as a criminal. If every governor would even say any man that is not having belt, if your trouser is close to your knee, be arrested, I think decency will come into our dress code when it comes to our youth.
Seriously speaking, I think the government should come into this. In a way that I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think that they should come into it, like try to scrutinize, try to look at things that are not, some kind of crazy things that are going on in the society. We talk about this dressing thing right now. I think they should look into it. Look for a way to look into, because if they don't look into it right now, the younger ones that are still growing are still going to learn.
They've already copied. They have started copying.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think prompts the youth now to lose good morals? What do you think is the problem? What exactly is the problem? Where did they get it wrong where did we lose it, or where did we miss it that's making our youth behave this way?
Lack of good parenting,
Yeah.
Yeah, many of them are not being, trained well, being talked to well by their parents.
That's true.
I was having some kind of conversation with my mother the other day. She was telling me about how a boy of 12 years was making money, talking to the mommy, shouting at the mom, in a way that is not proper.
Being aggressive,
Aggressive. I said, what? How old is that boy? 12 years? He's behaving that way.
Talking to the mother.
And the mother is not even doing anything.
She was just looking at the boy.
Yeah, just be like, oh, no, don't do that thing again. Why not go once I'm slapped? Maybe the boy gets incensed. Maybe the boy gets incensed. What's the meaning of that?
Can you imagine?
How can a little boy be talking to you in such a manner? And you're keeping quiet.
You're keeping quiet.
You're not even directing him on where to go and where not to go. You're not even doing any of those stuff. You're saying, you're just saying that the boy is still a child. He's still a kid. He's going to grow up. When is he going to grow up?
When is he going to grow up?
If something is not being done now that is young, once it passes this stage, it's going to be very hard to be, amended, So many of our parents these days,
parental influence,
and also, how should I say, peer groups.
Yes, that's peer another one. Yes,
is also there. Many of them are being influenced by their friends. Many of them right now, many of them that you see right now smoking, they're smoking, doing drugs because they see their friends doing it. Many of them busy having girlfriends,
Even when they don't have the head to absorb the smoke, they still want to go ahead and smoke and come out behaving like animals.
Yes. It just, I don't know what is sweet, or should I say delicious, in doing drugs. Because I've thought about it.
Something that takes your money.
It takes your money,
yes. Your sense, your peace of mind, your composure, everything, and you still do it. They don't want to learn from the people that have done it in the past that have gone crazy. They have lost their faculties. There are many, celebrities that have come out openly to be warning about these things because they know what it did to them. What they did to them.
Many of them have come out to talk about late Majekfa Sheikh. There was a time that he went nuts because of that, and he came out and started advising people not to do it. And a whole lot of them, talking about drugs, how people should never engage in drugs. Okay. But many of them wouldn't listen to these things.
Yeah.
They won't listen to it because they feel that this is it makes them happy. I don't know how it makes them happy.
They will tell you you did it when you were young. Allow us do and see what is inside. Let us tell ourselves the truth. All right. So how do we inculcate good morals in our youth now? How do we help them?
I think the media can also do a great job in that. Just like we're doing right now.
Okay.
Talking about how there should be, some of the things that are ethical that they should be engaging in. Encouraging them and enlightening them about how the negative part of these things. Because many of them don't even know the negative part of it. They're just doing things because they see this one, they see Mr. A doing it, Mr. B doing it.
They want to do it.
They just want to do it, and it's unreasonable. So I think the media and our parents as well should need to step up their game, and not forgetting our religious centers.
Okay.
I'm a Christian. Let me just talk about the church right now. I think the church needs to be, speaking more about these things.
Yes.
Condemning some of these things.
Yes.
Such as this boyfriend and girlfriend things. Sex is no longer sexy because of these things. In our society, it is expected that before you have sex, you need to be married. You understand? And but right now, what we see right now is that many of them just engage in it. You see a boy of 14 years old having sex. What does he know? You understand? So our religious centers, our churches right now need to be doing more teachings about these things.
They need to sensitize their congregation.
Sensitize them, tell them about the negative part of it, and also encourage the parents to do same. Okay. Because it doesn't just go down, in their hands. It also goes down to the hands of the parents as well. So I think many of these things some of these things and more can be, can also make our youth to step up their game.
All right, thank you so much, Wisdom Osakwe. You have actually spoken well, telling us about telling us how the youths were prompted into losing their good morals, and also telling us how we can inculcate these good morals back into our youth. You just said it that parents should help, and also the church have another role to play, and the peer group. People should mind the kind of peer group they belong to, the kind of friends you keep. It goes a long way in shaping you. It really goes a long way. Some persons do not know about it. They'll tell you, yes, my friend does this, but I don't do it. But one day you never can tell. You could be prompted to do it. You never can tell.
That's the reason why you need to be careful of the people you associate yourself with.
You associate with, yes. So be careful of the people you roll with. Thank you so much, Wisdom Osakwe, aka Weasel Sad. You have spoken well indeed.
Yes.
All right, so from me, I'll tell you now, promoting morals, good morals in the youth. I'll say 1, parental and family influence. Yes, he said it, and I'm buying that. Parental and family influence matters a lot. Positive influence. Now, parents and family members play a significant role in instilling moral values in children through their own behavior and guidance. So parents is left to you. If you want to inculcate good morals in the life of your child, then you have to live by example. You have to exhibit good character and let your children see. When they see, they will emulate. Most people, most children go astray, most youth go astray because of what they see their parents, or how they see their parents live, and what they see their parents do. So if you want that child to become somebody in the future, someone to be a better version of himself or herself, it has to start from you. Lead by example, live a good life so that your children can copy the right ones from you. Secondly, school and education. People say school is a scam, education is a scam, is a waste of time. But it is not. If you bring a person that is educated and a person that is not educated, allow them talk and reason, you will see the level of reasoning from the educated one, and you see the low reasoning from the uneducated one. I'm talking out of experience. I've met uneducated people, and the way they reason, it baffles me. I ask myself, do you even think at all before talking? Do you reason? This is because they have not gone through the 4 walls of any school. Talk more of a university. So education is key. It is paramount in a child's life. It is very, very important. School, education is very important. They contribute to moral development by incorporating moral values into the curriculum and fostering a positive and ethical learning environment. That learning environment helps also in building and shaping that child. Next is the community involvement. Now, it is said that when you give birth to a child, you're not the only one that takes care of that child. The community takes care of the child. That's why when you go to a community and a girl wants to get married, you see uncles, aunties, everybody coming out, they'll say, this is our daughter, this is our daughter. And when you pay the bride price, the parents don't eat the dowry alone. They spread it, they share it. Everything you bring for the dowry of that girl, they share it amongst the community, because that child is a child of the community. If anything happens to that child, the community will ask questions. So the community is another important place that helps to reshape the life of the moral of a child. Engaging young people in community activities and projects can help them develop a sense of responsibility and civic duty. Now, another is role models. Having positive role models who demonstrate strong moral character can inspire young people to emulate their behavior. Now, when you go out and say, oh, this is my role model, this is my role model, who is your role model? Who do you call your role model? Do you call a person that serves your role model? You call a musician that keeps dreads and smokes, you call the person your role model. You need to know who inspires you, who you call your role model. So if you want to pick a role model today for the youth, you want to pick a role model today, pick someone that has a good background, that has a clean slate, someone that can come out and say, yes, I'm an ambassador to this product, I'm an ambassador to that product. That should be your role model. And finally, mentorship. Mentoring programs can provide young people with guardians and support, helping them navigate challenges and develop their moral compass. mentoring. You also need a mentor. Who is a mentor? A mentor is someone you can walk up to and say, sir, ma, this is what I want to do, or these are the things I want to do. Put me through, help me, teach me, talk to me. A mentor is someone you can meet. But a role model is someone you've not met before, you've not interfaced with the person, you have no connection with the person, you just see the person probably on the road or social media, and you like the person's vibe, and you want to vibe same way. Those are the differences. So that's for role model. While your mentor is someone that mentors you, someone that can speak to you and you listen, someone that you can go to at any time and the person gives you listening ear. That's your mentor. So who is your mentor? Is your mentor someone that you can look up to? Is your mentor someone that can come outside and say yes? When the person comes outside, people will know that yes, of a truth, somebody actually came out. Can people be proud of your mentor? Can you be proud of a mentor? Can your mentor be proud of himself or herself in public places? Does he command respect? Those are the things that you need to look out for before you say, this person is my mentor. Now, this is where we will drop it, because I believe that you have learned today and you understand that good morals amongst youth is key. It cannot be overemphasized. We need it for the society to grow, for the family to grow and be a better place. Thank you so much, Wisdom Osakwe, aka Weasel Sad.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yes,
we sincerely appreciate your coming today.
Yeah, thank you so much. And just want to use this medium to also, my last words to encourage the youth not
yes,
to,
please do. And look at the camera when you're doing that so they will hear you.
Yeah, they should do not be carried away by infatuations, Do not be carried away by some of the things that you see. You don't follow all trends that you see in a society, or you see or you see on social media. It's not all trends that you should follow. Try to use your time. This time that you have the strength, this time that you have the power to do something that is wonderful. Look for a skill, look for something meaningful to do. To engage in. Go to school. Just like you say. Education cannot be overemphasized. Everybody needs to be educated. So you don't just need to while away your time doing nothing as a youth. So that's just what I want to say to the young ones.
All right. Thank you so much once again. And you have heard it. I don't have much to say. We have said it all. If you know how to pound in the mortar. If you do not know how to pound on the floor. Thank you so much, and this is Draw the Curtain on Family Pride, and we have been talking about morals amongst youth. My name is Lilibet Ugochukwu. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. Bye.